Hello everyone, I'm Ibtekar Alum Trubo and welcome to your 30-day spoken English challenge.
Welcome back to day 11 of your 30-day English Fluency Challenge. You are doing amazing. If you missed previous days, find the links in the description below. Today we focus on talking about the past, what you did yesterday, last week, when you were a child, or many years ago. Being able to talk about the past is essential for sharing stories, experiences, and memories. Today, you will learn 150 sentences to describe past events naturally and confidently. Listen to each sentence twice. Repeat it twice. Imagine yourself in that past moment. Make the memories yours. We will practice in 3 levels. Level 1, Beginner, simple past sentences for basic experiences. Level 2, Intermediate, more detailed past sentences for everyday storytelling. Level 3, Advanced, rich past sentences for vivid memories and life stories. Each level has 5 topics, and each topic has 10 sentences. Let's begin. Part 1. Level 1. Beginner. Simple past sentences. Yesterday. I woke up at 7 a.m. yesterday. I woke up at 7 a.m. yesterday. I ate breakfast with my family. I ate breakfast with my family. I went to work by bus. I went to work by bus. I had a busy day at the office. I had a busy day at the office. I ate lunch at noon. I ate lunch at noon. I finished my work at 5 p.m. I finished my work at 5 p.m. I came home and cooked dinner. I came home and cooked dinner. I watched TV for an hour. I watched TV for an hour. I took a shower before bed. I took a shower before bed. I went to sleep at 11 p.m. I went to sleep at 11 p.m. Last year. Last year, I started learning English. Last year, I started learning English. I took an online course. I took an online course. I practiced every day. I practiced every day. I also traveled to a new city. I also traveled to a new city. I visited Paris with my family. I visited Paris with my family. I saw the Eiffel Tower. I saw the Eiffel Tower. I ate delicious French food. I ate delicious French food. I bought souvenirs for my friends. I bought souvenirs for my friends. I took many photos. I took many photos. I had a wonderful time. I had a wonderful time. Childhood memories. When I was a child, I lived in a small house. When I was a child, I lived in a small house. I played with my neighbors every day. I played with my neighbors every day. I loved riding my bicycle. I loved riding my bicycle. My favorite toy was a red car. My favorite toy was a red car. I went to school at age 6. I went to school at age 6. I learned to read and write. I learned to read and write. I made my first best friend. I made my first best friend. I celebrated my birthdays with cake. I celebrated my birthdays with cake. I was afraid of the dark. I was afraid of the dark. I had a happy childhood. I had a happy childhood. Recent events. I watched a great movie last night. I watched a great movie last night. I went to a party on Friday. I went to a party on Friday. I received a gift from my friend. I received a gift from my friend. I cooked a new recipe for dinner. I cooked a new recipe for dinner. I finished reading a book yesterday. I finished reading a book yesterday. I went to the gym this morning. I went to the gym this morning. I bought new shoes last week. I bought new shoes last week. I had a video call with my family. I had a video call with my family. I listened to a new podcast. I listened to a new podcast. I learned 5 new English words. I learned 5 new English words. Level 1 complete. Great. You now have simple past sentences. Let's move to Level 2. Part 2. Level 2. Intermediate. Detailed past sentences. A memorable day. Last summer, I went to the beach with my friends. Last summer, I went to the beach with my friends. We left early in the morning to avoid traffic. We left early in the morning to avoid traffic. The water was warm and the sky was clear. The water was warm and the sky was clear. We swam and played volleyball for hours. We swam and played volleyball for hours. We had a picnic under a big umbrella. We had a picnic under a big umbrella. I tried surfing for the first time. I tried surfing for the first time. I fell off the board many times. I fell off the board many times. But I finally stood up and rode a wave. But I finally stood up and rode a wave. I felt so proud of myself. I felt so proud of myself. That was one of the best days of my life. That was one of the best days of my life. Past work or school experience. When I was in university, I worked part-time at a cafe. When I was in university, I worked part-time at a cafe. I served coffee and sandwiches to customers. I learned how to work under pressure. My manager was very kind and supportive. My manager was very kind and supportive. I made good friends with my coworkers. I made good friends with my coworkers. Sometimes I worked late on weekends. Sometimes I worked late on weekends. I saved money to travel during the summer. I saved money to travel during the summer. That job taught me responsibility. That job taught me responsibility. I also improved my communication skills. I also improved my communication skills. I will never forget that experience. I will never forget that experience. A trip you took. 2 years ago, I took a trip to the mountains. 2 years ago, I took a trip to the mountains. I traveled by train with my family. I traveled by train with my family. We stayed in a small cabin near a lake. We stayed in a small cabin near a lake. Every morning we went hiking on beautiful trails. Every morning we went hiking on beautiful trails. We saw deer, rabbits, and many birds. We saw deer, rabbits, and many birds. One afternoon, we went fishing. One afternoon, we went fishing. My brother caught the biggest fish. My brother caught the biggest fish. In the evening, we sat around a campfire. In the evening, we sat around a campfire. We told stories and roasted marshmallows. We told stories and roasted marshmallows. It was a perfect vacation away from the city. It was a perfect vacation away from the city. Past challenges. Last year, I had a difficult time at work. Last year, I had a difficult time at work. I had too many projects and not enough time. I had too many projects and not enough time. I felt stressed and overwhelmed. I felt stressed and overwhelmed. I talked to my manager about my problems. I talked to my manager about my problems. She helped me prioritize my tasks. She helped me prioritize my tasks. I learned to say no to extra work. I learned to say no to extra work. I started taking short breaks during the day. I started taking short breaks during the day. Slowly, things got better. Slowly, things got better. I finished all my projects successfully. I finished all my projects successfully. That challenge made me stronger. That challenge made me stronger. A past celebration. Last month, we celebrated my mother's birthday. Last month, we celebrated my mother's birthday. We organized a surprise party for her. We organized a surprise party for her. I invited all her close friends. I invited all her close friends. My sister baked a chocolate cake. My sister baked a chocolate cake. We decorated the living room with balloons. We decorated the living room with balloons. When my mother arrived, everyone shouted, "Surprise!" When my mother arrived, everyone shouted, "Surprise!" She was so happy she cried. She was so happy she cried. We ate, danced, and laughed together. We ate, danced, and laughed together. My mother said it was her best birthday ever. My mother said it was her best birthday ever. I felt so happy to see her smile. I felt so happy to see her smile. Level 2 complete. Excellent. You now have detailed past sentences. Let's go to Level 3. Part 3. Level 3. Advanced. Rich past sentences for vivid memories. A life-changing moment. The day I graduated from university was unforgettable. The day I graduated from university was unforgettable. I remember walking across the stage to get my diploma. I remember walking across the stage to get my diploma. My parents were sitting in the front row, smiling proudly. My parents were sitting in the front row, smiling proudly. I felt a mix of joy, relief, and excitement. I felt a mix of joy, relief, and excitement. After the ceremony, we took photos for hours. After the ceremony, we took photos for hours. My father gave a heartfelt speech at dinner. My father gave a heartfelt speech at dinner. He said he was proud of all my hard work. He said he was proud of all my hard work. That moment made all the late nights worth it. That moment made all the late nights worth it. I realized that I could achieve anything I set my mind to. I realized that I could achieve anything I set my mind to. That day changed my life forever. A past failure that taught you something. A few years ago, I failed an important exam. A few years ago, I failed an important exam. I was devastated and felt like giving up. I was devastated and felt like giving up. But then I decided to try again. But then I decided to try again. I studied harder and changed my study methods. I asked my teacher for extra help. I asked my teacher for extra help. I practiced every single day for 3 months. I practiced every single day for 3 months. When I retook the exam, I passed with flying colors. When I retook the exam, I passed with flying colors. That failure taught me resilience and patience. That failure taught me resilience and patience. I learned that failure is not the end. I learned that failure is not the end. It is just a stepping stone to success. A past travel adventure. Years ago, I backpacked across Europe alone. Years ago, I backpacked across Europe alone. I visited 5 countries in 3 weeks. I visited 5 countries in 3 weeks. I slept in hostels and made friends from around the world. I slept in hostels and made friends from around the world. One night, I missed my train and got stranded in a small town. One night, I missed my train and got stranded in a small town. But a kind local family offered me a place to stay. But a kind local family offered me a place to stay. We shared dinner and talked late into the night. We shared dinner and talked late into the night. That unexpected detour became my favorite memory. That unexpected detour became my favorite memory. I learned that plans can change, and that's okay. I learned that plans can change, and that's okay. Travel taught me to be flexible and open-minded. Travel taught me to be flexible and open-minded. I will cherish those memories forever. I will cherish those memories forever. A past relationship. My first best friend was someone I met in kindergarten. My first best friend was someone I met in kindergarten. We did everything together for years. We did everything together for years. We shared our secrets, our lunches, and our dreams. We shared our secrets, our lunches, and our dreams. When he moved away, I was heartbroken. We promised to stay in touch, but slowly lost contact. We promised to stay in touch, but slowly lost contact. Even so, I still think of him fondly. Even so, I still think of him fondly. That friendship taught me the value of connection. That friendship taught me the value of connection. I learned that people come into your life for a reason. I learned that people come into your life for a reason. Some stay forever, and some leave beautiful memories. Some stay forever, and some leave beautiful memories. I am grateful for every person I have known. I am grateful for every person I have known. A past achievement. A few months ago, I reached a personal goal I had set years before. A few months ago, I reached a personal goal I had set years before. I had always wanted to run a marathon. I had always wanted to run a marathon. I trained for 6 months, running 5 times a week. I trained for 6 months, running 5 times a week. There were days I wanted to quit, but I kept going. There were days I wanted to quit, but I kept going. On race day, my family came to cheer me on. On race day, my family came to cheer me on. Level 3 complete. Perfect. You have completed all 3 levels. 150 sentences to talk about the past. Conclusion and next steps. Congratulations. You have finished day 11 of the 30-day English Fluency Challenge. You learned how to talk about the past. Yesterday, last weekend, last year, childhood memories, recent events, memorable days, past challenges, celebrations, life-changing moments, failures, travel adventures, relationships, and achievements. Now, here is your mission. Use these sentences to tell your own past stories. Write in a journal. Talk to a friend. The more you practice, the more naturally you will speak about the past. Tomorrow is day 12. Don't miss it. If you missed previous days, check the links in the description. If this video helped you, give it a like. Subscribe so you don't miss day 12. Share it with a friend who wants to talk about their past in English. Write in the comments, what is one past memory you love? I read every comment. Keep remembering, keep speaking, and keep growing. See you tomorrow for day 12.